Here we go.
Okay, everybody, we have a short day today because we're just trying to stay within our hour today. We are going to be working on a few different things. We're going to work on quotations. By the way, for those of you who are getting worksheets from me and you, like, if you were gone and you got them and you weren't in class, just remember to look on the back side because there's usually something here, okay? So everybody make sure you're looking on the back side of pages, yeah. Okay, so take one, pass them around. We're doing quotations practice first. All right.
Sorry. Oh, I was just like, if it was a stand.
All right, so, I forgot to write that in there. So this is an assignment that is due next week. So when you put it away, make sure that you put it in your folder where you're keeping your assignments to do at home, okay? All right, so we're looking at quotations. First of all, what are quotations? Does anybody know? It's these curly Q marks that look like that. And it's around something that somebody says. So it's a direct quote. So if somebody says, Chloe said, I like cookies. That goes in direct quote like this. Chloe said, comma. There's always a comma here because we pause before we say what the person said. Chloe said, quote, comma, quote, always a capital, I like cookies. And anything that's a period, an exclamation, a question mark that is part of the quote goes inside of the quotation marks. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, let's see, so on number 1, it says, every quotation begins with a capital letter. You must have a capital. Okay? Even if it's separated, different rule. Okay? But right for this one, for example, there's a capital letter. I wrote, mother said to consider the source. My mom says it all the time. Consider the source. What she means is, if somebody tells you something or gives you advice, remember where it's coming from. Okay, number 2. When a quotation is split, okay, usually with words indicating who spoke and how they spoke, the second part doesn't begin with a capital letter unless it's a new sentence. All right, so like this. Here's an example. Quote, let's hurry. Comma, quote. Okay, so now this is going to be split. So there's going to be a comma inside of the quotation. Even if that's the end of a sentence, if it said so-and-so, it's still a comma, not a period. I know it's weird, but it's a rule. So let's hurry. I said, period. Now that's the end of something. Now we're going to start the next part of the quote. So I'm going to still talk, though I is still talking, but it's a new sentence. So, and then I said, the store, sorry, I'm running out of room, closes soon. Now, if Jack was going to say something back to me, I want to start a new line. So when you're typing, make sure you're starting a new line. So let's say I said this, Jack said, let's go. Okay, that's not part of your, it's not on here. This is just how you do it. So if you say, somebody says something, and then somebody else replies, we're going to be in another sentence, okay? Or another line. Why do we do that?
So it doesn't look like Jack said the store closes.
Right, yeah, and it's just a little easier to read. It's less confusing, so we know who's talking when. Okay, so make sure that when you say so-and-so said something, do a new line when another person is talking. Okay, you'll see this example in many books, usually right this way. Okay, now there are some poets that don't, but that's poets. Okay, yes.
You happen to miss the quotation around soon.
Oh, excuse me. Good job. Yes, that would be correct. Sorry about that. Thank you very much. Okay, let's look at number 3. Commas are used to separate the quoted part of a sentence from the rest of the sentence. Okay, just like that. So here's an example of that. Quote. This is for number 3. Show me your homework. Okay, comma, quote, said the teacher. Okay, so commas are used to show separation between quotations. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's look at number 4. Commas and periods come at the end, or that come at the end of a quotation go inside of the quotation marks. Okay? Like this. Quote, help! Screamed the boy. Okay, see? It goes inside the quotation. Help! Okay? But if it was separated like this, it would be a comma. I know it's weird. There are very strange rules. I just wanted us to practice a little bit. So on the back side of the paper, you'll have a chance to practice. I made a mistake on number 9. Okay, so you can see that there are several things that are underlined there. That's where your quotation marks are supposed to go. On number 9, I accidentally forgot to underline it. So, severe weather is expected to arrive within the next 2 days. That would be where your quotations go on that, okay? So number 9. All right, so look at number 1. Several people have been credited with saying, all right. So we need to have a quotation mark there and a capital. How do you show a capital again when you're doing editing work like this? Does anybody remember how to show a capital?
2 lines.
Yeah, good. So the
2 or 3.
2 or 3, either one,
Okay.
but just as long as it's not 1.
Mhm.
So you're going to look like this. Quote, capital, like that. Okay? And then at the end, the more I see of people, the more I like dogs. Okay? So dogs, you're going to have a period there and circle it like that. That's how you show there's a period there. And your next quotation, make sure that the period is inside of the quotation mark. Does everybody understand what to do for this? Do any of them look confusing? No? Okay. And you guys got the notation about number 9? Okay. All right. Let's move. All right. Here we go. Lesson 7, prepositional phrases. Just take one and pass them around. All right, prepositional phrases. What are prepositional phrases? Anybody? Prepositional phrases. Okay, a prepositional phrase shows where something or someone is located. The book is on the table. The cookies are in the jar. So it is a word that shows where something is. At the top there, in, on, at, for, from, below, under, inside, above, near. Okay? The chair is on the floor. The girl is in the bathroom. So the whole phrase is going to be, let's look at our first sentence here. The car in the garage needs gas. Okay, so our preposition is going to be in, okay? And where is it in? It is in the garage. So the phrase is in the garage. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You're going to find your preposition and then the whole part of it. So where is it in? It's in the garage. Okay? So now let's diagram that little puppy. Okay. Our noun for the subject is car, right? And we're going to leave out our prepositional phrase for right now. Needs will be our verb. And what does it need? It needs gas. Okay, now in the garage, first of all, where does the go? Under car, good job. All right, now in the garage also is describing car, right? Because we know it is in the garage. The car is in the garage. The gas isn't in the garage. The car is in the garage, right? So we're going to do this. It's a funny thing. In is your preposition. Where is it in? It's in the garage, but the is talking about the garage just like the is talking about car here. So garage goes here and the goes there. Do you understand? Oh, I hope so. Okay. Yes.
When are we ever gonna need this though? Like.
Okay. That is a fair question. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is because it's part of grammar, and not only have you learned it is a picture of a sentence and how our language works. Languages in all over the world, even when we're studying ASL, right, girls? I'm sorry, everybody. I forgot that there are boys in the class. Sorry. Those who are studying ASL, sorry. I really apologize. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, but the question words come at the end of a sentence in ASL. Some of them do, some of them don't, right? They have their own grammar. They have their own sentence structure. When you learn different languages, they have their own sentence structure. I've studied French, ASL, English, of course, and everything is always a little bit different. So it's always good to learn how sentence structure works. Okay, so why is this important for those of us who are not going to learn another language ever and don't care, right? Why? Because this is a picture of this sentence. Also, you have just learned what a preposition is, what a prepositional phrase is, what the noun is, or nouns in a sentence, and where they belong, and what words modify each other. It's grammar.
All right.
It's just pictures. All right. Let's look. On page 3, I forgot to write in your sentences. I apologize for that. It's been a week. So the first one for number 3 is the owl in the cage is Harry's. Next one is the card from Aunt Sylvie was inspiring. And the third one is the Bee by Tony stung me. Okay. Go ahead and write those down. Make sure that at least everybody in the family has, one person has them all written down at least. Okay. The sentences are from page 3. Alright, page 4 has, the first one is a little bit interesting. Okay, did everybody get it down? Yes? Okay, good. Alright, let's look at that. Last page, number 4. The vase on the shelf is an antique. So, thank you. All right, what is the noun that we're talking about in the subject?
Face.
Vase. Good. And where does the go?
Under the vase.
Very good. Where's my prepositional phrase?
On the shelf.
On the shelf. Good. We're gonna deal with that in a minute. Yes.
Can I get some water?
Of course. I'm sorry. You know where the glasses are, right? Okay. The verb, the being verb is, and because it's a being verb, we're gonna do a slash this way. Is the vase is what? Is
Antique.
an antique. But we're gonna put antique here. And an will go under there, right? Because that an is modifying antique. Hi, Midnight. Alright, so now let's do our prepositional phrase. So where is it? Here's our preposition on. What is the prepositional phrase?
On the shelf.
On the shelf, right? So that's the whole preposition. But the modifies shelf. So on goes here. Shelf is going to go here. And where does the go?
Underneath the shelf.
Very good. So page 4 is a little bit tricky, just like always. But you can do it. Okay. Yeah, okay, go ahead and put that in with your to-do work. So that will be due next week. All right, now we're going to talk about our next essay. Yay, essays. I know you're so excited, right? Go ahead and pass it down. Okay. Persuasive essays. We are around persuasive language all of the time. All of the time. We have advertisements everywhere. We just got done voting, so I'm sure that all of you have heard all kinds of persuasiveness about how to vote and who to vote for and why to vote and right? Right? Okay. I bet you even know some of their stuff. Some of their phrases that they say, right? They always do it. Just like advertising. So look at number 1. McDonald's, what's theirs? Anybody know? What's McDonald's thing that they always do in advertisement? What do they do?
Something with happy. I forget. How am I forgetting?
Close. Close.
It's
I'm
loving it.
it.
Okay.
Mhm. That one has been around for a very long time.
Do you know that the Nike's logo, not the logo, the Just Do It was a dead guy's last words?
No, really?
Yeah.
That's
There's
cool.
also an act-
Okay,
act that
so
has
what's
been-
Nike?
Just do it.
Just do it. Okay, how about M&M's? This one's been around for a very long time too, I think since they started. It melts in your mouth, not in your hand. It's been around for a very long time. M&M's. Why? Because Hershey's, all the candy bars, they don't have that candy coating and they melt. It melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
It does though.
It
I know.
does. It does melt.
I've never heard this in my life.
You have it?
It's raisin.
Oh,
yes.
watch a commercial. Okay. How about Gillette? Like the shaver? Like shaving? Come
I
on.
didn't even know they had one.
I know.
I mean,
They do.
Wait, you didn't know?
Gillette.
didn't.
Does anybody know? There's like, it's a song. Gillette, the best a man can get, right? You guys have never heard that? Yes! It's the best a man can get.
They make women's razors too.
I know. But they have a different slogan for the ladies' razors.
Oh really?
Yes, they do.
Which is what?
I don't remember. I can look it up. How about Skittles?
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
We are ready for that one.
I wonder if these people want these
Well,
in here.
Skittles are awesome.
Yeah.
They're really
Ah. All right. So now, down below there are some things. Lots of people want to persuade you to believe things or to think things or to try to change your mind about something, right? We see it all the time. So down below here, we've got a few quotations. Lord Palmerston, I don't know how to say his name, said, opinions are stronger than armies. How about this one? The ballot is stronger than the bullet. Abraham Lincoln. I don't think he would say that now, but anyway. Oh! Sorry.
Oh my god.
Come on, it was supposed to be a joke. Okay.
on video.
And then here's yeah, it is. How and
It's
there's
documented.
this one. Public opinion is no more than this: what people think that other people think, by Alfred Austin. Okay, so not Austin, Alfred Austin. Okay, that is a quote, and I forgot to put the quotation marks in there. See, even teachers can make mistakes. All right, so I would like for you to write about 5 to 7 sentences explaining your opinion about those quotes. What do you think? Do you think that people's opinion is stronger than just a statement?
It can be.
It can be, right?
How would
I mean, we see things from social media, online, news reports, all kinds of things like that, where that they're trying to persuade you to think one way or another. We see it all the time, right? Okay, so I want you to write about that. Okay, so we are going to be doing, this will be due next week, that paper. We're going to be working on a persuasive essay. Yay! It's so much fun. Take one, pass them down. All right, so what does it mean?
I'm trying to persuade.
Exactly, we're going to try to persuade people to think or feel or whatever, something else.
Isn't this like the basis of the debate?
Yes, it is. Good job. All right, so you will have a few things to choose from there. If you have a different idea of what you might want to write about persuasively, then you can come to me and ask, and I will tell you yes or no.
Sorry.
Because there are going to be some things that are not good for class, okay? But you can choose if you want to. It just has to be appropriate for class, okay? Right. So, sorry, what? Right there on the first page it says these are some things to choose from. Okay. Oh. All right. Some things that you can choose from. How can famine be reduced? How can we stop famine? How does everyone deserve good housing even if they can't afford it? Why is it important to make contributions to others or charity? Or not important?
Woo. Jeez.
Either way. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could write either positive or negative. Okay? How about this one? Do celebrities deserve our attention? Yes or no?
Not this much.
I think some of
And
them.
why not?
Like Tom
Because
Holland.
some of them
They don't need to be
Tom
worshipped.
Holland's amazing.
Not doesn't mean they're not good at what they're doing. Just doesn't mean they're
Like,
worshipped.
there's
Like
people
people
that
are
are
obsessed.
stalking.
Stalking.
Like, there's this woman that was
Some
talking
people are
about
seriously
that.
obsessed.
That's
For real.
Johnny Depp's pretty cool. So yeah, just
Um,
not that much
Stalking.
attention.
See, that's the thing. I think that his acting is really good, but I don't know if I
He's
would
not
like
a
him
good
as a person.
He's not a good person, but his acting is
Wait,
good.
oh,
My
my-
opinion.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. How about this one? Should cloning humans be legal?
That's creepy.
It is creepy. Okay. Should women serve in the military in combat?
No.
Should all American citizens serve in the military?
No, well, not if
Should
it's
they?
a choice.
What does all mean? Does it mean like
All,
the whole
all
country?
means
What
all.
if they have like
Means
Whoa.
everybody.
Hey, yo, even
Every-
babies and toddlers?
Think about
Nah,
that.
bro.
Think about that for a second. All means all.
No again.
Okay.
So,
This is the one that I wrote about. Do IQ tests really measure intelligence?
It depends. Wait, aren't there different IQ tests?
There are.
There are
so many
thousands
yeah.
of different types.
But here is my rough draft. Okay, so the paper that I just gave you, you will see, if you turn the page, it's called Bing Bang Bongo, and I did not write it. There was another lady that wrote it, and I can't remember her name at the moment. So what you're going to be doing is working on your 5-paragraph essay. Yep. Paragraph 1 is, those of you who've had my class before, paragraph 1 is
The introduction.
the introduction. Thank you. Paragraph 2 through 4 is and details. Yep. And paragraph number 5 is conclusion. Okay, that's all a 5-paragraph is. Really, it's all a 5-paragraph essay really is. Remember all those singular paragraphs that I had you do right at the beginning? And you were writing 1 paragraph, and you had to write an introduction sentence, and then 3 supporting sentences, and then a conclusion sentence? Think about that. Remember when we did the introduction sentence, you had to say what 3 things you were going to talk about. And then the conclusion, you had to rewrite the introduction and make it kind of like a sandwich. Right? So this looks similar to this, but it's not exactly the same. Remember that? We were doing those?
Mhm.
Nod your heads. Good job. Okay. so same thing, except for now, the introduction is a paragraph. Oh, how long is a paragraph? 5 to 7 sentences. Yes, I will be counting. Okay, your introduction and your conclusion can be a little bit shorter. It can be 3 to 5 usually. That's okay. But these ones right here are going to be 5 to 7 sentences. Yes, I will be counting. If you do more than that, that's great. Less, no. Okay? Okay. Right, let's take a look at this. First of all, put your name at the top of the paper, please. Turn the page. There you go. So page, this one. There you go. That's it, right there. So I'll be on the back side of that first page. So put your name up there. What kind of essay is it? It's persuasive essay. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's your essay going to be about? This is going to be your topic. So what do you want to write about? You can choose from the page that I gave you. That's the first page. Or you can make up your own, but make sure you clear it with me first, please. Okay. So then here is where we're going to write your topic sentence. So this is, okay? the 3 parts of your essay that you want to write about. So on mine, here, take one pass down. On mine, I wrote there it is. Okay, I wrote, first of all, this is how you do a proper heading. Okay, for me, I am requiring you to do this, please. So you're going to have your name, then my name, and then persuasive essay. And then underneath of that, English and the date. This is going to be due December the 2nd, which is why I put December 2nd in there, okay? So if you look at page 2 on my example, you'll see. Here we go. So what is my essay about? It was, do IQ tests truly measure intelligence? What 3 pieces of information did I want to share? I said, people's intelligence includes more than just correct answers on a test. Number 2, IQ tests only test mathematical intelligence. And 3, there are more accurate logic-based tests for intelligence rather than that.
Weren't we talking about something like that last week? Like people with ADHD and they just think a different way, but it's super.
Right. It's amazing. They're very
Complex,
creative people,
yeah.
but these tests don't measure that intelligence.
Maybe
All right, so then I wrote, okay, then you have to write an introductory sentence about that includes all 3 things that you want to write about. So I wrote, a person's intelligence cannot be determined by an IQ mathematical-based test that discludes other kinds of intelligence and can be more accurate using other tests. You see how I got all 3 things in there? Okay, so I'm going to be looking for that. Also, this paper right here is very, very, very important. Okay, the bing, bang, bongo, whatever it's called. If you do not want to write a rough draft, this is your rough draft. I want this paper. Okay? So you can either turn in this paper as a rough draft, or you can write it as an essay and turn in a rough draft. Either way works. Okay? Just make sure I get a rough draft. Yeah? Okay. All right, so then on the next page, it says bing, paragraph, body cut, paragraph number 1. So you want to write a topic sentence. So how do I do this? So this is paragraph number 1. I'm going to look at the very first thing that I wanted to write about in my 3 points here on the first page. The first thing I said I wanted to write about was people's intelligence include more than just correct answers on a test. So that will be needing to be my topic sentence for my first paragraph. Does everybody get that? Are you sure? Okay. So the very first thing that I state in my paragraph or on that page is going to be my very first topic sentence for this paragraph. The second one was IQ tests only test mathematical intelligence. Guess what? That's going to be my topic sentence for my second paragraph. Okay? And then my third one was there are more accurate logic-based tests for intelligence. That's going to be my topic sentence for my third paragraph. Okay? Make sure you're looking at my example there. What do I expect next week? Okay, everybody grab a highlighter. You're going to want this.
Do you guys need a highlighter for this? Or do you
Anybody
guys
want a highlighter? You're going to need it. Okay. Grab one before I have it. Okay, what do you want? Okay, next week, go ahead and turn back to the second page, I guess, where it says your name and type of essay. Okay. This whole first page I want done. So just make a highlighter mark through the whole page
Miss Woods,
or however you want to mark it.
what page are we on?
Yes. So the page is, it looks
The
like
bing bong
this. Where it
Yeah.
says the introduction, it has your name there and type of essay.
This is
Yes.
Wait.
So it would be page 2 in your packet.
the rough draft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so that whole page is due next week. And then on the next page where it says what is the first idea shared in your topic sentence, being body paragraph number 1, I want you to highlight the topic sentence and topic sentence. Bang, body paragraph number 2, topic sentence. Bingo, bongo, topic sentence. Concluding paragraph. Rewrite the introductory sentence. Okay, so those are the things that are due next week. We're going to be taking about 3 weeks to do this essay. So next week, you're going to have those parts that we just highlighted will be due next week. The following week, the whole packet will be due. And then the week after that, your final draft will be due. So there'll be 3 weeks for this one. Okay, does everybody understand what we're doing? If you get confused and you don't know what I'm talking about, please ask, okay? That's why I gave you my phone number, my email, my Discord, my Facebook. You have all the ways to contact me. Please ask.
So
Yes.
we're pretty much just doing all topic sentences.
Just topic sentences and the first page. Yes. Hi. Whoa, careful. Sorry, I put that so the cats don't escape. Okay, so does everybody understand that?
And this
Okay.
is considered the first page. The whole thing.
Yes. So, and that first page. I forgot about that. Yes, highlight that page where it says my essay topic, research. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little bit of research. It's almost 3 o'clock. Wow. That hour flew by. Okay, we will discuss research next time. For now, those of you who have had my class before, you know what to do for your research. Yes. Those of you who have not had my class before, we'll talk about it next week and how to keep track of your research, okay? If you do any research, just make sure you write down the book or the article or the link for the online source, whatever. Just make sure that you write it down so you don't lose track of where it came from, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that reasonable?
Yes.
Good deal. All right. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how fast that went. We didn't even get a chance to do our play. Shoot. Okay. Well. Matthew, would you go over to the printer and grab, you know what? We'll just do it next week. Never mind. We'll do it next week.
Procrastination.
I know. I know, but we have to. And there's we just didn't get to it this week. So you are very blessed. You get a light week this week. Enjoy it. Okay. So great. So next time we will do our play. We'll get back into our play and Latin and all that stuff. So you guys get a nice light week. Enjoy. Have a great rest of the weekend. You're done. Bye-bye. If anybody wants candy before we go.
94. I got 90. Got an A.
Yeah, that's being weird, but he just randomly bought a Land Cruiser. It's so weird, but anyways,
Okay.
bye.
Bye. Okay, great. Okay, good. All right. Oh, and Matthew and Eva have your mom's laptop for you. Everything going okay? I'm sorry we didn't have time to get
I
to
wasn't
it this
able to
week.
connect actually. Yeah.
We'll have to work on it.
Yeah.
Candy.
What did you make? Oh, green bean casserole?
One piece. We're going to team Thanksgiving.
Have fun.
That's what we're making.
There's gonna be a lot of-
Brooklyn made it.
Nice. My mom chops up or crushes up potato chips and puts them on the top. That would be good. Oh, yeah, that salty sweet thing. You guys,
Alright, thanks.
bye. See you later. Okay. Bye. Bye. Have a good weekend. Have a good week.
I'm not living on the
Okay. Right, you got stuff. All right. Matthew, can you stop the video? Okay.